And if fear is what you like, this extreme ride is sure to please.
I'm afraid of heights, so this is something my shrink says would be good for overcoming the fear.
It towers 160 feet above the Orlando skyline.
Look at that. Look how high up we were.
Its giant arms feature seats that spin riders upside down.
Oh my goodness.
It whips through the air at 70 miles per hour.
Things like a Ferris wheel on steroids.
It thrusts over 4 Gs of force onto the rider.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, girlfriend.
What is it? The skyscraper at Congo River Golf in Florida defies description. But it makes a stunning impression when you see it in action.
I think people call it an extreme ride because they don't have any proper category. It's not a roller coaster, it's not a carousel, it's not a whoop-de-doo, and we just don't have a good definition for it.
Oh my God.
It's like a high-speed Ferris wheel. You start the ride sitting right side up. By the time you get to the top of the ride, you're hanging upside down, baby.
Solid ground. It's good.
Let's go again. Come on, set us up again.
No. These people are sick.
The skyscraper was created by 2 engineers who embody the X generation of thrill seekers, Ian Gravina and Peter Kockelman. Both are world-class bungee jumpers who wanted to bring the exhilaration of that experience to an amusement park ride.
We decided to leverage our technology of bungee cords and safety into a ride where we could safely launch humans 150 feet up in the air.
Their first ride, called the ejection seat, simulates a reverse bungee experience. Found at fairs and small parks around the country, its success inspired the team to develop their next extreme attraction.
The idea of whipping through the air at high speeds was similar to what bungee jumping is like, hitting 55, 60 miles an hour, pulling the 4 Gs.
With a ride as large and fast as this, special safety features had to be designed to ensure its structural integrity.
The biggest problem with amusement rides over the long term is fatigue cracking that you get when metal or any structure is repeatedly stressed back and forth.
To better detect a difficult-to-see hairline crack, Gravityworks created a unique way to inspect the ride.
We decided to pressurize the main load-bearing legs with dry nitrogen, which allowed somebody at the chair every time they loaded up a rider to inspect whether any of the main load-bearing legs had any cracks that would allow the gas to escape.
But that safety device is only the beginning. The base of the skyscraper is made of reinforced steel and concrete. It runs 8 feet wide and goes 35 feet into the ground. The anchor bolts that attach the ride to its foundation are 12 feet long and are marked with paint to see if any movement has taken place. 5-point racing harnesses strap riders into their seats. The all-nylon webbing and D-rings are tested to withstand up to 1,500 pounds. 4 air brakes stop the ride, so riders on top can enjoy the view 16 stories above ground, while new riders are loaded down below.
Whoa! Oh man, this is really intense.
I don't like the rides that make you sick, and they generally are the rides that kind of rotate you in two directions at one time. This ride, the G-force, is consistent in one direction, and you're really not spinning in a circle as rapidly as you are on a smaller ride. And definitely, this is not a ride that people get sick on.
Yet the skyscraper's looks remain intimidating. The screams of riders don't help. They just add to the perceived terror.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to give people a lot of fear before they get on the ride, a lot of excitement when they're on the ride, and a feeling of just joy and elation afterwards that they, one, has survived it, and two, is that they realize that they actually enjoyed it.
Something my shrink says would be good for. I'm afraid of heights, so this is